Dead breeze, we rap this shit. Where they pull them weapons quick and snitches be the death of it. Do you hear them? Here they come. Niggas balling out the slums. Here to tell you where I'm from.
Fight. Who won the first fight?
Fury, for sure. I mean, by points. It's just that if I see somebody on their back, man, I can't just give them no belts, bro. If it wasn't no title fight, you can't get a nigga no belts for that, man.
Yeah, but now you creating an unfair consequence.
I'm just giving you what I think the rest thought, you know.
Listen. I think Wilder's people. Listen, this is my version of it. Wilder,
he beat him more rounds for sure.
Yeah, and I know I said this to you 1,000 times, and you giving me flack on it. But what I'm going to say now is this: it was Wilder's promotion. It's
still entertainment. He entertained us when he knocked him on his back.
Yeah, but I don't care nothing about that. You run around talking all this Billy Bad shit, and then you don't back it up. You run around talking all this Billy Bad shit, and you try to do little corny shit like get Tyson Fury when he was cold to boost up your name and your profile. You trying to
I think
out
if he loses the third fight, they're gonna say he lost all three. If he wins, it's gonna be some quiet mouth.
Think about it.
It's gonna be some quiet mouth,
Let's
bro.
use a little bit of logic. Without anything short of Fury, God forbid, going ill or something like that, or going off the rails again, God forbid. What I want to say is this: Tyson Fury beat him on points when he was not even 80%. So then the second time, he told him what he was going to do to him, and he did it to him. There's no way in the world, Deontay Wilder. What can he change?
To be honest, spiritually, his name is the Gypsy King, bro.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm just being real with you.
Spiritually?
I'm not. I'm just telling you. Gypsy means cheater, bro. They cheat people.
That is not what
they do. That's what it means. They'll tell you that.
They won't tell you that.
I've been around, doggy. I've been around gypsies. Bro. For sure.
Gypsies were oppressed travelers, but I'm not going to focus on that. I'm just going to.
They got one culture, bro, and that's what it is. That's what makes them gypsies.
Keep it boxing, and I'm going to say.
What you do? I'm telling you. Even though I said spiritual, I'm just talking about if it fits the goose, my nigga. I don't know how to say it, but if it fit, if the shoe fit. Wear it, bro. That's all I'm saying.
It's a lot of people, man. I send you a lot of videos, man, and it's a lot of people you should listen to. I'm not the only person out here who agrees with my sentiment. It's a lot of people out here who give Wilder a hard time, not because we don't like him, not because he's American, not because he's black.
He went in thinking everything was sweet, bro. He went in thinking everything was sweet.
Exactly, and that's his ignorance. He disrespected the man across
for sure.
him. And that's what I'm saying about Wilder. But the only reason that could happen and Wilder couldn't adjust and make it a fight is because he can't box.
I beg to differ, but that's...
How, man?
Because y'all keep acting like he got to be the best boxer all the time, and that's just not it.
It's not that you got to be the best boxer.
He don't got to be Muhammad Ali, bro.
But when you get up there to the top tier, people like Tyson Fury, who is maybe a top 10, top 20 heavyweight of all time.
Can Mike Tyson go 12 rounds like whatchamacallit can? No.
Why are you talking about Mike Tyson, though? Mike Tyson.
I'm just saying there's people he probably can beat. Hey, if Mike don't knock him out in the first three, Mike gonna floor him. If Mike floor him in the first three.
100% real with you. Mike Tyson and Deontay Wilder have a lot in common. And people probably be like, what? Mike Tyson struggled with good boxers, too.
And you see him at the 6th round, he looked like a fucking fool. He looked like a nut.
What I'm saying is Mike Tyson struggled with the Evander Holyfields of the world and the people who had the clear-cut advantages over him like Lennox Lewis and stuff. It's going to be the same thing with Deontay Wilder, and that's what I'm explaining to you. This is why
you think Holyfield can beat him, and you don't know that right now.
I don't care about Holyfield. He's not boxing.
Holyfield is compared to Joshua. They got the same type skill set, except Holyfield a little way better. I'm gonna say way better.
For Joshua.
No, he got some of the same skill sets. I'm not. He all around kind of like Evander. Evander got that all around game. That's all I'm saying.
And that's what I've been
I think Evander a little better though.
But Joshua has all-around game.
Yeah.
That's why he's dangerous to everybody.
So, in my opinion, he's the third best boxer, like he always been since I started paying attention to boxing.
Wilder can't box. How can Wilder go ahead of Joshua? Not only can Wilder not box.
We're talking about the sport as a whole. We ain't talking about who can box better.
Yeah, we're talking about the sport as a whole. Who got a better resume?
44-1 versus what? 20.
So this is again. I'm gonna put y'all on to something. If you are a casual like my compadre here, talking numbers is this is what Wilder was trying to do, y'all. Trying to get people who is novice with the information to just look at the number and say something that makes you great based off of Floyd Mayweather. That's not the case.
Joshua had to show me.
It's not about that. That's not the question I asked. I asked you who has a better resume, and you started talking about numbers.
I did.
Paco, they both have a loss. The point is this.
Yeah.
Who got better wins on their record? Joshua or Wilder?
Oh, my God.
That's how boxing goes. That's how boxing goes. That's how
Parker.
Right.
Who else's name in that you want playing?
You're doing this to yourself. Let's do it. Let's do it in reverse.
Klitschko.
Let's do it in reverse.
Klitschko.
What good fighters has Wilder beat? Remember, I said beat, not been in the ring with.
You keep saying that. Fury.
He never beat Fury. He been in the ring with.
I mean, it was tied.
Okay,
you could
Tyson Fury, but I know. Go ahead. Tyson Fury.
Ortiz seems to be scaring cats right now.
Ortiz, okay.
I mean, right now, I don't want to box him. Washington looked like he was giving him smoke.
That's how bad it is that the third person on your list is Gerald Washington?
What?
Is that really how awful your resume is? His resume in your mind, at least?
Well, what you want me to put there, Stavern?
I mean, that's up to you.
Stavern.
All right. So you think that those are good opponents?
They can fight. I'm telling you some fighters. I'm just giving you a couple fighters.
Let me ask you a question. Now remember, he never beat Fury. I just want to make sure we're clear on that. But
he tied with Fury.
According to you, earlier you said Fury won on points, but okay.
Yeah, but that's not what really happened. That's not the reality of the thing. This ain't conspiracy. It's a tie.
Okay, but it's a conspiracy that everybody involved in the second fight allowed Fury to tamper with his gloves, right?
Like I said, if my eyes lying, shit, and they normally don't.
But okay. So let's do it like this. Who on that list you just named is better than Dillian White?
I mean, I don't think none of them boxed each other, but I don't like Dillian White. I think many people bust him up.
That's your opinion. Who on that list is better than Joseph Parker?
Did he beat Parker? I don't know.
Dillian White did beat Joseph Parker.
Okay,
but who on that list is better than Parker? Povetkin, Klitschko.
Man, you know, make sure it works if they go. So let's not even make that serious.
I'm just saying, remember, Joshua only got 24 fights. Wilder's the one with 44, and you name basically Ortiz and Fury and a bunch of dudes who are beating.
I never heard you once say this Dillian White guy beat Wilder. Never once, but you keep bringing up his name.
Because I never said Dillian White would beat Wilder. I just said that Dillian White is one of the top guys.
Oh, my God. So, can we be done with the Dillian White talk just for a little while?
Why? He's the mandatory for Fury's belt. We're gonna be seeing seeing Dillian White very soon.
He don't interest me, man.
But that's your personal opinion. Dillian White got arguably a better resume than motherfucking Deontay Wilder.
I don't see it.
How?
Because who? Like
Chisora, Joseph Parker, Oscar Rivas. If you being like a Wilder fan and you giving Wilder credit for going in there and losing to Fury, Dillian White lost to AJ. So he's been in there with Joshua. If we giving people credit for who they've been in there with.
I mean, you just proved they're a bum. Go ahead.
But how you prove you're a bum when you lose to the only unified champion in the division?
You can't beat that guy.
There's a lot of people who can't beat that guy. We've seen that. That's part of the resume I was talking about. Because he knocked Povetkin out.
So let's take him out of the top bracket of elite fighters. That's all I'm saying.
No. Dillian White, still, you gave Deontay Wilder credit for being hold on. You gave Deontay Wilder credit for being in there with Tyson Fury. How dare you say...
We should knock that little nigga out. You feel me?
I mean, that's possible. But, again... Ruiz, just because, don't use a triangle theory, just because Ruiz beat Joshua, that don't mean he can beat Dillian.
Man, no, just keep him away from my boy, you feel me? Keep him away from my boy Ruiz, yo.
I mean, Ruiz...
So get him out of the top tier fighters, because I don't want to say it no more.
Ruiz could have fought Ortiz and he ain't want to fight him.
I see why, dog. I keep telling you I see why.
He said he'd take a tune-up and he either going to fight him or Tarnowski. Just like
Ortiz would have to get that nigga a boxing lesson.
I like Andy Ruiz in that fight. I like Andy Ruiz in that fight. Because you sleeping on Andy, like this, you and this Andy Ruiz shit, I don't respect it at all.
Nigga, he had Joshua doing a thriller.
All right, so put some respect on his name.
He said, I'm getting the fuck out of here, my nigga.
Put some respect on his name. So put some respect on his name then. Andy Ruiz, you talking about
it like we still wanted to smoke. He said, get your ass over here.
You talking about Andy Ruiz like Andy Ruiz some type of bum or something, cuz. Andy Ruiz is a gun.
I'm scared of it. For sure I'm scared of that nigga.
Gun. Andy Ruiz is a top 10. He's a top 10 fighter. Ain't no question.
You box that Mexican, you're going to lose your life out here in the streets, bro.
All you got to do is go watch Andy Ruiz versus Joseph Parker. And he is showing he can box, nigga. His box game is, and his hands is probably top 5, definitely top 10 fastest in the division.
If I made a mistake and went toe-to-toe with him, bro, it's been good knowing you, my nigga.
The problem is he get money and he live too hard.
Yeah, he already said he was doing that. He said he was eating pork off people.
He did it before.
Yeah.
He did it before.
He ain't lied about it. So I can't. He just took my money from me. That's all he did.
Yeah, he ate everybody's funds.
That's what he did. I ain't mad at him though. He told us not to do it. They said that nigga was eating pork. Yep.
I watched him order like 3 plates when he was giving an interview or some shit like that.
And they said he was partying. This nigga was smoking coke off whatever.
I seen him smoking weed, I think. I don't know about Andy snorting no coke. Dig down.
Yeah.
I think Pac.
He the man.
Pac
he lost that.
Anti-Anthony Joshua because he pro Deontay Wilder. He can't. 2 things can't be true to him.
I'm not against Anthony Joshua. I keep telling you, I think he's the 3rd best. I don't know how I can raise him up higher than that.
On what grounds do you put Wilder ahead of him? What has Wilder done in his boxing career to go ahead of Joshua?
He was putting people on their backs, like.
So Joshua.
44 times, like 42 times,
so
bro.
Let me ask you this. Out of Joshua and Wilder, right? And remember, I'm glad you love to play the numbers game because Joshua got 24 fights and Wilder got 44. And with all those fights, with 20 more fights to him, can I ask a question? Who's knocked out the better boxer in their careers? Who has the best knockout of the best of?
I mean, overall, I think it was Anthony Joshua at one point. You feel me?
So when wasn't it?
But all that came crashing down when this little Mexican dude showed him.
That's not what I asked you.
All right.
You said that Wilder got 40-something fights, and I said you like to play the numbers game. So if Wilder got 20 more fights than Joshua, I'm asking.
Let me ask you this: can he go toe-to-toe with Ruiz?
Does he have to?
I'm not saying he has to. I'm saying can he?
I don't know.
Kenny from South Park, bro.
Maybe we'll never know.
I seen what happened. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, but what about the second fight?
I mean, if you can dance, you can dance. I'll be mad at dancers. That don't mean they not beating my ass because I'm missing all them punches and shit. Like,
if you had 2 games to play a team back to back, and y'all usual game is y'all go to the paint on everything, but they stopped you in the paint, and y'all lost that first game. Is there any shame?
Yeah.
Is there any shame in winning the second game by shooting threes?
I mean, it's a different plan. You know what I'm saying?
So how come Joshua's not allowed to use a different plan as long as he wins?
I didn't say he couldn't. I never accused him that he couldn't. He beat the bull up.
But you just gave him flat.
He wanted to fight.
But you just gave him flat for not knocking somebody out.
Yeah, because I didn't enjoy the fight. It wasn't entertaining. It was just him.
Was it entertaining when Fury beat Klitschko?
Not really.
It was a
it still was a win, but yeah, it wasn't too interesting.
Okay, and Fury your second favorite fighter. So how come it's okay for Fury but not for Joshua?
Yeah, I thought that wasn't his game. I thought he knocked the blokes out. Like Nate, I thought he knocked the blokes out. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you a question. Would that make you more dangerous if you've shown the ability to knock people out and outbox people? Or less dangerous?
It's the way, though, like, because Anthony Ruiz gave him them hands. You know what I'm saying? It's the way it happened. Like, he just was like, I don't want to go toe-to-toe with this man.
Can I ask the question? Do you really remember that first fight as well as you saying you do? Because I see it a different way. Joshua Ruiz won. I see it a completely different way, good brother. Anthony Joshua was dominating Andy Ruiz and dropped him. After Andy Ruiz got back up, Joshua rushed in like Fury did to Wilder. And Ruiz had already smoothed shit out. His mind was already back in the fight. And we all know Andy Ruiz got fast hands. And he caught him on the temple, and Joshua never recovered. That's how I believe that fight went. I don't believe that.
Somebody did that to me. They whipped my ass. I never said nothing about that.
But Fury did that to Wilder. The exact same thing.
It happened to all of them.
So why are you giving Joshua a hard time for it? He got his belts back. And I told you, karma is that Deontay Wilder got hit in the same spot as Joshua. You know what else is karma? Deontay Wilder, for not doing hard work, for not learning how to box, for not training hard and not running for all those years, and said all you needed was your power, all you needed was to be perfect for 2 seconds and they had to be perfect for 12 rounds, you ain't going to win your belt back because the person you're about to fight is better than you at this sport. He's just better. And not only that, he, unlike most of the heavyweight division, actually has the advantage in the tools that you use to your advantage, your long arms and your height. He's actually taller than you and has longer arms than you. So you're at a disadvantage against a better fighter who just knocked your fucking block off and sent you to the hospital. Good luck with that, Chuck.
I hear you.
Okay. We already got a bet, so.
Yeah, on that one, yeah.
Exactly.
But they might be skipping it.
I know, I heard. That fucking virus.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm talking about, Fury act like he wanted to skip the match.
Fury's not interested in Deontay Wilder. Fury want that money now. He did what did I tell you a long time ago? I said Fury came to do what? The same thing.
I mean, he wrestled now, so of course.
Here. He came to do the same thing Dillian White was trying to do. Get that belt. Listen.
But that's all Wilder to get them 3 belts that he missing and then go pick that one back up.
Is that how you think that's going to happen?
That's what they're not talking about.
They're not going to talk about it.
They're not talking about.
They're not going to talk about it. Because if Deontay Wilder loses the third fight, if Deontay Wilder loses the third fight, Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua is going to try to fight each other. Yeah.
Come on, bro, man. You got big dreams.
That's
big
all
dreams.
they're talking about. Are you living a rock or something? That's all they're talking about. They've been talking about it since Wilder lost.
What? Them two gonna fight? I don't want to see that shit until he
see the whole UK want to see it. All the people who want undisputed heavyweight champion want to see it. All the AJ fans want to see it. All the Fury fans want to see it. All the boxers.
Why don't want to fight that nigga that might knock him out? Ain't that your theory? He's scared of that man.
Okay, so now let me get this right. After you turned the money down when you had the belt, if you lose it, I'm supposed to let you double back around and not get the biggest payday of my life against Tyson Fury? Are you crazy? I'm not you, Deontay. I don't do dumb shit like that. I don't do foolish stuff like that. That's not my thing. That's your thing. See, when you had the belt, and having the belt, it's like I said, that's why I get so irate on the channel and I get mad, because you got a great opportunity on your hands. When somebody offer you top dollar, what do I always say? You getting the most money and you getting a chance to be undisputed. If you so sure you're going to knock AJ out, why would you turn down all those things? That's what everybody should want. Some people ain't built enough on the inside to go after it, and that's why I admire Joshua Wildettes, because he came in the 24 fights. He got all the belts except Tyson Fury. So, with that being said, that's why I like him over Wilder, because Wilder had 20 more fights than him and he ain't do it once. That's a pattern. That's not a coincidence. That there's a pattern. That means he wasn't trying. I didn't tell you no lies. I told you the truth. He went over there and shook Joshua's hand when he was fighting Vladimir Klitschko. And he told him, yo, I got to do it like this in America. It's all recorded. We all seen it. He walked up to Joshua and shook his hand like then after he won his next fight, he said, Joshua, no more ducking, no more running, no more hiding. Where did that come from? You faking, cuz. You faking. Yeah, he faking. He faking jacks. He pump faking. Absolutely.
He pump faking?
Yeah.
You know what's going on behind closed doors?
No, I seen what he did. He played nice in his face and said he had to do it like this. So then he got to America and called him out when he had never said his name before. Remember? I
don't see Joshua coming over here every damn day neither. So
it don't matter. Why was Wilder there? Because the corporation Joshua fight for paid Wilder to do commentary because he was the other champion. And because
when he thought he was gonna knock out the small Mexican boy, he flew over here, nigga. That nigga flew over here.
What you mean? He was coming to America to fight Jarrell Miller. He was coming to America to fight Jarrell Miller. You tripping right now. You absolutely bugging. Andy Ruiz is the replacement. And again, I'll ask you the question, even going to even more greater lengths. Who replaces an undefeated fighter with a gun like Andy Ruiz? Last time he didn't. Remember when he was supposed to fight Pulev before and Pulev pulled out? He fought Carlos Takam. Takam got, 30-something wins? He got a gang of losses, but come on, man. People ain't doing that. They don't go get gatekeepers for replacements.
Well, I need to see Ortiz fight, too. So when I see him knock out one of your boys.
Ortiz turned down $5 million and $7 million when he could have been a replacement because he's known in America more than Andy Ruiz because of the Deontay Wilder fight. So they thought at Matchroom. When they was coming to America, the Zone and Matchroom and Eddie Hearn and them, they picked Ortiz second because it was an American-based fight. They wanted an American-based fighter. They were supposed to be fighting Jarrell Big Baby Miller, a 300-pound New Yorker in his home city at Madison Square Garden, the most iconic stadium in the damn state. So what I'm saying to you is Deontay Wilder's never fought there. He fights at the Barclays. His tickets were 3 times less than Anthony Joshua's. Joshua's just bigger than him. But it's due to the fact that Joshua did hard work while Wilder cherry-picked because everybody else was doing it.